Ladies and ladies and gentlemen, the Rec League is off and going. We're in playoffs, the semifinals of the mixed division going on. I'm joined by the lovely T-Morg. How are we doing?
I'm doing great tonight, Q. This is a big matchup for both of these teams here. 4-3 apiece coming into this. So everything is on the line here in playoffs. One and done. You lose, you're gone. And it is already off to a big start here. We got fights all over P1, but that kill feed is blue right now. The Florida Puppeteers strike first.
And we got that beautiful T thanks to Shio in the chat. There we go. Let's get it. That point is teal. 20 seconds left on the clock to be had here. We have the rotation off for London, so looking to get their time back there, I imagine. But Goonie, he was hot. He cleared that point last time. He's going to try and do it again. He's going to find one. That'll be his second. They're going to be calling the fire alarm right now. They want to find Goonie, but he's got help now. They're all flying in. The back pinch is here, but the red chat is showing us that they might be able to hold control.
Yeah, it's all down to 8 and 7 here. You got to have Face Punch and Hidden Illusion go big onto this hill. But JY and crew are in, and JY is able to do some major damage to Face Punch and gets him off the map. But Hidden Illusion is staying alive here. He's got to play the rat. So now everything's on his shoulders to give his team a chance. Maybe come and give him some help, but he does get picked up by Goonie here. Zyme's in for another trade as Goonie picks up another. You got Face Punch, just going to opt to contest for now. Probably a wise play as everybody else is just getting chopped down, Q.
Yeah, pretty early on there, the spawn actually flipped. I mean, Florida got in the back with all the weird kind of pinches that happened, so good on them just to hold some contest time. But they're into this new spot now. They've got to find these kills. This is the break you're looking for to really get ahead of this game because they're already up 50-7. So if they were able to find a break, and they're still counting on old, mind you, that'd be a big deal. But London's seemingly going to be doing a good job. They just got to find limits here, T.
They have got to get limits, but he is in the rival 9 Haven in this back cafe area, and he's just locking it down for now. Just waiting on these people to push into his pre-aim, letting his teammates maybe try to surround the hill a little bit. Good kill there from him, just staying alive, just really doing a great job. You might want to get a little more time here, but you know, you're up by 50-something points and you're getting kills like that. It's all good.
Yeah, my man starts 0-4, but then he makes them next 4 count. He's been working on the long. That's only going to get 35 seconds, like you said. Could have wanted some more time, but really they just hold that as long as they did because London has not given it up by any means. They've had the numbers here this whole entire time, so to reduce the time they got is even maybe more what he was going for.
Oh, definitely. Whenever you're up that much, I mean, white time is basically your time. You're just letting that enemy team just scramble, find kills, you know, make sure you're in control of the spawns, and that's exactly what the Puppeteers have done here. They're on rotation, but Knock finds that kill onto limits, so this may spell some trouble as this hill's about to pop. Goonie with the nice shots. You know, forget what I was going to say. Goonie just shut me down, and that is Puppeteers on rotation.
Yeah, everything is looking mighty and good. I mean, for us production-wise and the Puppeteers with that break. But very quickly, London with those back spawns able to get back into it. I mean, as Clayster was giving out some advice earlier in the week, I've seen some pro Call of Duty out here. It's looking great right now. But do they remember Phoenix? They got this late back spawn. That's a tough spawn to read, T. I think that might have been forgotten.
Yeah, that definitely was here. But Face Punch does what he can to stay alive. Just not quite enough. It's now the Puppeteers are going to pick up probably this amount of 20 here as London's mostly on rotation. Ooh, that's a good trade there at a Knock and JY to be able to keep him off the hill for a moment. You're just trying to keep that lead down. You know, you're doing damage control right now. And speaking of, Hidden Illusion and crew are trying to hold on to this rotation on the other side, but Phoenix Frenzy goes big with a 2-piece to knock them out, and you've got Puppeteers here in force once again.
Yeah, it just feels like Florida will find a break. They will find a way. They keep on coming at these hills at the last second when the setup is in, and Phoenix Frenzy was another one there now that's made the break happen. Goonie did it earlier. JY's also done it, and Limits was going off on that P3. So Florida, while they haven't really amounted a whole lot of carry away time since those first 2 hills, they've been just kind of continuously there at the bit, right? So looking to do so again here, and they've actually gotten quite a bit of time now, up to 125. They got a 100-point lead going, so London's got to find a solution and fast.
They really do. I love these plays out of JY, just doing tons of damage, getting Mixy right in these guys' face. The break does come through, but there's only 15 seconds left on that hill. I mean, you're barely touching that at all, and that's if Goonie even lets you live long enough to get any of that time. I mean, this guy's going nuts, trying to turn on the face punch. He's going to pick up those last 2 or 3 as the last rotation goes away. We back to P1 here. And this time it's London here first, but JY's in that great AC position. You hate to be a guy on the hill when there's an enemy player AC. Oof.
Yeah, gotta find that kill on him or else you are dead in that hill. So Florida finding yet another break is inside the hill. Now, will this flanker be able to get any work done? Not seeming able to find the heads. He's gonna fly at him now, finds the pistol kill, gonna play his life here. This has been a great job by London. This is a good break. They're gonna find it and keep their man Zymes alive. He'll get the time now. That is gonna push Florida to go for that new hill. But I mean, if you're London, this is some good time that you really haven't been privy to most of this map.
No, you really haven't. And Limits and Face Punch are Hidden Illusion are holding hands in the backside. Hidden Illusion able to find that kill, so he's on the flank. But I mean, Limit spawned literally on the next hill, so I'm sure he's gonna play that corner. But there's another one from Hidden. He says, "Go back to spawn, buddy." The trade from JY is good, and that's a nice 2-piece there from the kid. 14 and 8. Doing the Lord's work here on this hill right now. And Goonie also 16 and 8. These guys are cooking.
Yeah, they are frying. I mean, it just seems like any player is making the moves right in this mixed division. You need to count on all your individual parts and become a whole on a Tuesday night, and they are doing that right now for you guys as we are finding kills across the board from Florida. But I mean, on this hill, London has been able to really make through and break it again. So they've and got themselves a little bit closer, right? 50-point lead, 60 points roughly. And I mean, Florida looks like they're going to clean these bodies up. Unless Face Punch has something to say about it. Boom, there's a big 2-piece. Going to keep it white for at least a little longer because that rotation is theirs as of now.
Yeah, the rotation is really big for London. They've got to get a lot of this early time. Face Punch trying to slow that push just a little bit. You know, maybe just a nuisance, get some good info for his team as Nox able to find JY. And London's actually got a decent setup here. If they can find some of these initial kills, meaning they got to stop Goonie, and Nox does just that. They bump chests, but he comes out on top, and that's the duck skin, baby, going crazy.
Hey, quack, quack, off to the salvage yard. There are some shots going down. They know they're spawning out there. Zymes is telling them right now. They do have to worry about this trailer in JY. He's going to try and be a problem as they're finding all these external kills. Gotta find one if you're London. This is where the work needs to be done. Nox will get on the board. Face Punch will find that one as well. So London doing a good job of holding on to this point. They've brought this lead again to within now roughly 50, which they've been chasing most of this game. They just need to keep this up. They played some good Call of Duty down the stretch.
They really have. I mean, this is some great regain out of them to be able to get some time here. But once again, this scrap may end up going to the Puppeteers, and they're getting dangerously close to 200 points. And it's going to become a very tricky game for London Royale because they're going to have to not only rotate, but also not give up any more scrap time, or else you can just kiss this hard point goodbye.
Yeah, and Florida's been absolutely hunting that scrap time all game long. They've been pushing you out and making you feel uncomfortable. Goonie 21 and 12. It's always seemingly been in the action. His nade and stun won't be, though, however. But, hey, throwing him out, like to see him get used anyway. But he's going to get picked up by Hidden. 45 seconds left to get here. It's a good hold for London so far.
Yeah, London got a free 15 or so far off this hill. They're finding a lot of kills here, and it's going to come down to Hidden Illusion, maybe trying to secure one. Goonie going to take him out, so it's going to spell some trouble here, but Face Punch is good for a trade. They got to read these players in the top. Phoenix from the top gets traded out right away. Tried to style on him a little bit, and London is abandoning that 20 seconds on the hill. They've fully given it up. They say, no, we can get more time off of P5 here, but, I mean, you're just giving them that free 200.
And you got to watch out for Goonie from the top ropes. First it was Phoenix, and now it's Goonie. A little RKO action in for them. They're going to find the jump shot. You got to go big now if you're London. You gave that last time up, which fair enough, but you absolutely need this next part. So good thing they found Goonie, but they still got members on either side of them. This is a little bit tough, but I have faith they can do this. Face Punch is finding the shots. He's got another one challenged now. This will be a free kill for JY. They're going to have to start looking around. Florida seeming to find the break right now. 2 dead. Zyme's going to pick up 1, but there'll be more on him soon. He found 2 before going down. He's going to need to find more, though, as Goonie is always right there.
I mean, it seems like any time London has a glimpse of anything, you have somebody from Florida just popping a 2-piece, and there's Goonie keeping it going. I mean, he's 27 and 15 right now. The guy is having an all-timer at the moment, but he does get
Oh,
picked up by Zymes. A good two-piece from him as Limits turns onto the spawning player, once again holding hands with him. He does get traded out, though, and that last little bit of time will go to London. But on rotation, you got the Florida Puppeteers already set up. Top AC, one in the hill. I mean, this could get very messy here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're London, you were down 100 at one point in this map. So, I mean, just to be in this spot, I mean, it's not the worst, but you do need to find a break. And like you said, they do have kind of the good spots right now. Never going to expect 2 guys top 3, but you're going to kill them anyway. That'll be 4 dead in the feed. London, Zymes is really heated up down the stretch right now. That's exactly what they need to do. Face Punch been good all game long. He needs to continue. I mean, we already look at that number 2. Knock will find 2 over there, though. So maybe the rotation could be theirs too. Mind you, that spawn seems to still be going over for Florida at the moment. So that is going to be tough, but this game's going to be pretty close if Florida does end up giving this to go to new.
Yeah, this could get a little messy here as Phoenix gets shot in the back. Face Punch with the 2. That's going to be the last 15 for sure, going to London, which is going to bring them, I mean, within striking distance. They are right back into it off of some great plays on P1. But they've got to find these cafe kills here. You got to simulate some control a little bit and try to get a nice break onto this hill. It should be done here.
Oh, that's
such a big win.
That's a huge kill on the Face Punch. There'll be 3 more members now pushing from the front, but all guns seem to be turned. They can't get complacent. There's the shots from Top Elk from Limits coming in. Hidden's found a way in the back right now. He's going to snap onto Phoenix, but he will get that kill. So it does look like they're going to have to find some more magic in the tank. London throwing everything they have, but all these guns are just tracked on them. Zymes will get a cruise in there. That might be able to give them the spot they need. They need to find more action forward into the map, though, and they're turning the other way. This is looking tough.
The two-piece from Limits make it 3. It should be ice, but the hill is remaining white. Florida finally able to get back in, and that's going to be the map, folks. Florida coming out on top, but I mean, it got a little hairy.
It did get very mixy. I mean, they had that big lead off the start, right, and were able to kind of play damage control on P3, P4 that first rotation, but I thought we seen, at different moments each other. Same with the Puppeteers and London Royale, as we are on the map 2 now. We are loaded in. It's got the Puppeteers on defense first. Going to be sending at least 1 member over to this B Street, and London looks to be sending a whole lot more their way.
Oh, yeah, this is a hearty push from London here. I like that they all opted to run around that old P4 treehouse to maybe avoid the nades with no trophies. That's a real heads-up play here, but Frenzy does get the info on Illusion. He tries to get away, but just can't get away from the Phoenix. Back there on that, back tractor, I believe it's usually called. Ooh, wow. Nice shots from Zymes, taking out Goonie. But, ooh, do people love head glitch in that tractor.
Yeah, he absolutely needed that kill there, though. This would be another big one from Zymes. Not going to seemingly find that one as he hops back. That first blood from Phoenix, right, is so big because kind of lets you know what their plan was. And, I mean, they don't know they got the bomb down, but the truth is they got the bomb down. So somebody's got to come recover that now. And they're still kind of committed, and Phoenix just backs up to the next heady and takes him out.
I appreciate a good ego chow out of Zymes there, but, might not be the play here in the semifinals and playoffs. But you got Nox still alive. A lot of work to do. He's got to gun Phoenix off that half wall heady, and that is so difficult. And he's got to plant the rock, and time is ticking away. He's not going to have time, and Phoenix eventually takes him out. The Florida Puppeteers strike first here.
Yeah, and they kind of scared me a little there, though. That was a little, give me an eerie feeling. Like, they were so trusting in Phoenix here. They were like, those arrows didn't move. They weren't flanking, they weren't going to go die dark. They weren't going to go make this into a clip 1v3. They're like, nah, Phoenix holds that hard point, or holds that heady. He's going to get that. So, kind of scary what these Puppeteers are doing. You got to stop this energy now if you're London. I mean, Phoenix had his way with you that round. So, onto the defense. Gotta get back in it right now.
Yeah, player to kill right now is Phoenix. You do not want to give up a cruise missile in the first 2 or 3 rounds. That is not the move, but you got another hardy B push here out of the Florida Puppeteers. So they're starting to try and get up onto this CD area, maybe into dark, but Zymes is holding the line, putting a lot of shots down. Got Knock looking over his head. Face Punch is also going to get a little aggro, start pushing up in dark, and I mean, Florida is just getting surrounded right now.
Yeah, they kind of took that passive approach, right? But it works out when you are all on that same page. They wait for those flankers and they find them. So London's got to be sick to their stomach. Getting the info now is knocked. This little door creek seemed to have worked out, but he's got to get his, he says. So he pushes out and he gets his one. Gotta respect that, but it is another round on the board for Florida.
Florida just found all the kills that they needed to there. I mean, it seemed like for a second that London was maybe going to get a jump on them and just collapse on their entire team, but the angles from Florida were good. Now you got limits on a 3 streak as well. Yeah, and Phoenix did find another one, so he's on a 4, just inching closer and closer to that cruise missile.
Yeah, and like you said, 2 players are on that kind of streak trajectory right now, so enough to be worried about. But I mean, I don't know if I'm even thinking about that too much in the small sense of that you just got to be winning these rounds anyway.
Ooh.
So Face Punch going to take one member out to start. This is a good start now. I'd like to see London now make a concerted effort to now go the same place. Face Punch is see ya later. He was going to go right out of there, but Limits is just snapping onto guys right now. Finding a lot of shots. This flank will come in. That's a good trade out of Knock to use that information and find that. So back to the man advantage for London. This has been a patient and good round from them. I'd like to see them use their numbers now.
Yeah, you need to just try to bully your way onto a site, get the rock down, get the clock in your favor, and work some trades here. These are some great headies out of Goonie and Phoenix here, just locking down all the lanes of the map. The only thing that's open is that A street, and London's not really taking too much advantage of that at the moment. They're just kind of pinned in, but the cross does come through, and now they got all the info in the world. They might be taking that thing to A.
Yep. Goonie, let's see what kind of timing he gets here. This could mean everything, and it is going to be a free kill, bomb down. Now the ball is back in Florida's court, and London has got to make some magic happen. They might have the angles to do it. It's all going to be this timing on Phoenix, and Phoenix makes his timings known. He gets that one. This is now a nightmare situation. You've got to find 2 kills because this bomb ain't getting planted. He might find the first here with the flank, but Goonie will be 4 centuries away by then. So Florida playing this smart. This is going to be another round win from them, even with the circumstances.
I mean, what a 2v3 there. And it all comes down to that timing that Goonie was able to get onto the bomb planter. And once the planter is dead with the bomb down, like on the bomb under 30 seconds, like it's time to make a play. You just gotta world star somebody. You gotta do something crazy because that is so tough to come back from. And you see exactly what can happen here is Florida starting to run away with it just a little bit. You need to stop the bleeding now if you're London.
Yeah, you gotta get on the board here. I mean, that was a good round for the most part. Just that timing with the bomb, and is how it worked out. And that was a lot of action out to this A side. Hidden is sounding the alarm right now. He says, "Boys, somebody's opening this door, and on top of me, I'm gonna find the first one though. There's a good kill. He's gonna push out to this diner. There's a lot of members near. Let's see what this timing is. Hidden gonna snap up, find some shots. He's got 3 more members in here though. There are people everywhere on top of Hidden.
He just got so much info. I mean, you see 3 different players just hanging out around P1. So you see all those arrows from London starting to angle that way, but JY is able to find Face Punch, and Zymes gets spotted on that back cross. It's going to make JY just start waiting for him, but Zymes holds strong, able to find that kill, and Knock gets limits as well, putting Goonie in the 1v2 situation. Bomb is down, so he's going to have to go big here.
Nade not ticking anything. It was kind of in the right area. He might be able to find some good timing now, though. This could be another nightmare scenario if you are London. As there it is, Goonies almost gonna get traded there. That was a nice little turnaround, but not gonna be worth it. Goonies got a plant though. That will tag him. So now it's kind of D-Day. You gotta go if you're Goonie after this. He's gonna move. Oh wow, that didn't follow up on that tag. So he went diner. This is a true 1v1 with the bomb down.
Oh, Goonie got on such a good position too. The ice from the kid clutches. What was that? Was that a 1v2?
For sure 1v2. If not,
he goes huge there. I mean, it just comes down to Zymes. I mean, he got the info on the nade, but opted to run through diner and play it slow. You'd think he'd just run at him or at least the bomb.
Definitely. Probably going to have regrets about that. Obviously, we've got 2020 vision and the hindsight. So, I mean, fair enough. But, yeah, just gets him weak there and just, yeah, it ends up being a little bit harder for a fight after. And Goonie got to, like, one of the strongest positions on the map, obviously, after, too. So, Pretty tough, but London, you've had some good things going these last 2 rounds. Just gotta find something else in the tank. There's gotta be an answer. You do not want to go down 5-0 with Florida shooting like this.
Yeah, they need to find another gear here for sure. So now Goonie is on a 4 streak. They were able to avoid the cruise missile in the last couple, but like you said earlier, you're more worried about the round count right now. That 4-0 on the scoreboard is way more important, but that first blood is huge. Knock able to help out Hidden Illusion there, keep the bomb planter alive, and they're going to have a little position towards A here as Goonie gets spotted out by Face Punch. So he's got some info as well. They just need to remove some of these key players from the map, namely Phoenix. He's able to find a seam and gets right up into Face Punch, but he's quickly traded by Hidden Illusion. That's big. Keeps it a 3v2 situation, numbers in their favor. The quick trade keeps it 2v1, but Goonie once again in a position to potentially clutch. He's able to find Zymes and takes him out. 1v1 here for Goonie. Hidden Illusion hanging out around the bomb site. But Q, this is tough. The timing.
Goonie, you have to admit you kind of deserve some poor timing at some point here. So I mean, Hidden gonna get his. I think that was at least 3 in the round for Hidden. I think maybe even 4. But nice to see him. And I know it was 3 because I think we had Knock help him out in DVD, right? So definitely a big 3-piece from him though. Needed to get back into this one. And again, like I was just worried with how that round was going. So efficient and so well traded from London that Goonie is a bad man, but he got delivered some unfortunate timing there. So London on the board. You need to see more of this going forward.
Yeah, you got to keep this little bit of momentum going here. There, Face Punch able to cross, even though he got tatted up quite a bit. This is a heavy B push once again from the Florida Puppeteers, but I like the setup from them to slow it down. Face Punch able to find Goonie. You got to think he's going to start itching towards dark.
Yeah, London, lots of bodies across the map right now. I mean, the alarm hasn't gone off. It should now, though. We should see some movement from these London arrows. You got to think they don't typically get too far into the B street without being pretty committed. That stun's going to make Face Punch kind of useless here. In the smoke, we'll probably get them on the site relatively free. Zyme's going to get some shots. Not able to see many members there. This is going to be a retake scenario here in a second, and a big first blood for Goonie.
There we go. Goonie opens it up, but Face Punch is able to find Phoenix on towards the middle of the map here as Knock. He's going to peek the door. They've got 37 seconds or so to deal with here. The 3v3 is Face Punch is getting back down from dark. Got a lot of presence in Ice Cream and mid right now. So you got to try to find these angles here. JY is able to find Face Punch on the backside though. So now it is a one-front war here for London. So they've got to try to bust in.
Yeah, and this time it'll be big. Hidden gets it. He's got to go, though. 15 seconds on the clock. They've got to absolutely move right now. This timing, I don't know if it'll even be enough, and it won't. JY going to turn and find that one as well. A great round out of Florida, just, remaining confident after that previous round loss and just kind of having their way on that B side, using the smoke, using the stun, right? Just a really nice break and entry for Florida there.
It really, really was. I love how they held on to that smoke until they absolutely knew, like, okay, we've got control of dark. We stunned the guy out there, but we're watching it. There's a guy on the half wall. Let's go ahead and smoke it, take sight. They just executed perfectly onto that. So they're looking very, very good here in this semifinal match. Looking to close out this search and destroy as well. Got to see London hit a big, big regain, and it starts here on this attack.
Yeah, London kind of holding that A area more, and a lot of bullets hit for both sides there for no kill. Gonna be wanting that one back. I mean, just a good spread from Florida, though, and London not exactly looking too eager to get going anywhere.
No, they are not. They're trying to play for a pick at the moment, which is probably the smart play, but JY's got the angle on the map, and he's going to absolutely beam Hidden Illusion. Probably couldn't even see the guy, and now you've got Knock trying to square up as well, but he's going to play the smart thing and run off for a second here.
I wonder what this limits situation looks like over here now. This body's all around him. He looks like he's about to walk into a free one, and there it is. Limits will pick that up. That's going to sound the alarm if you're the 2 remaining members of London. They find that trade, which is big. It's a big kill into JY, but those sandbags are packing, and they won't let anything by them.
Oh, and Phoenix is there for the trade onto Knock. Oh, but that's a good one out of Face Punch. He's got a clutch to hold on to this map here. Does not have any time to plant either. This is looking a little tough. Is able to, oh, not quite find Phoenix. Phoenix is bobbing and weaving, eventually goes down, but
He
it's
gets
just
it.
too
No.
little too late. The Florida Puppeteers walk away with map 2.
Yeah, and I mean,
Welcome back, Rec League. It is the semifinals here in Silver Mix North, and the Florida Puppeteers are looking to ice out the series 3-0 against the London Royale with cheese. I'm joined tonight by Mr. Q. I am T Morg. How you doing, Q?
I'm doing all right here. We got maybe one more map, maybe 3 more maps. We just got to see London get back into it, and JY not exactly helping them do that off the start here.
No, not at all. He gets a big 2-piece off the rip. Going to be able to find another one onto face punch as he's going to continue to move around the map and be a nuisance here. As Florida, they're 3-stacking A, and it's in the bag already. Up 3 lives as well. Make it 4
Wow.
as Limits finds Hidden Illusion. And now you got London in a tricky position here.
Yeah, if I die like that to Limits, man, I'm starting to get pretty upset in the chat. I'm not going to lie. That's where I start drawing the line. They start finding me up in roofs and stuff they shouldn't be looking at. That's what it is. JY gets that one, though, too. Now, this pinch is in. I mean, you got that member in the scrapyard holding that wide spawn out, and they're going to find one of these kills to back them down. So the structure is in for London. They just really need to get those guns aiming straight because Limits and them are not slowing down. JY still on a 4 here. He's looking for the 5th. It'll be awkward, and he'll get traded out. So a good trade from London to keep some control, but they got that scrapyard guy out, so spawns can be in now.
Yeah, spawns are going to be a little important here, too, as you find both players going down. Zymes does find Phoenix, so only one more member of London to deal, or Florida rather, to deal with in the hill. Zymes finds JY as well to slow that push down just a little bit. They got to work fast as Goonie is on their back head glitch area, that jump wall, and that can be tough, but the tick does get stopped there. That's a huge kill from Zymes. Go to find that player as Phoenix gets chopped down as well. And I mean, London are holding on right now, Q. If Zymes can find this last player, and he does, then they are looking good.
Yeah, it's gotten scary at a few moments, but they've been finding the kills when they need to. Only around a minute and so left. They got 2 members up on this AC, and Goonie's got both of them lined up. Let's see if he gets them both. There's one. There will be the second. Goonie for 2 has been a storyline all series long so far, and it doesn't seem to be going away.
Not at all. The guy has been absolutely cracked, and JY finds another one onto Knock. Make it a 2-piece for him as well. Guy's 7-3 here in this first round, putting on a show for the crew. But Zymes has got a cruise missile in his pocket here on a 6 streak, a little sneaky. He's going to make it 7 and is keeping these players from cap and B, but you need to wind that tick down just a little bit more. That's making me anxious.
Yeah, they found a couple saves onto that first tick now, and they didn't get it down like you said again. They will get Goonie there, and now because they didn't wind it down, that will be that first tick, even though they are here and the members are all around them. They need to go massive now. The shots are all over. Limits is gonna find it. Zymes in now on the backside. They're gonna clean up some of these kills. And that'll be a good round out of London, it looks like, unless Phoenix has something to say about it. He'll get traded out, though. Everybody's got to fly now. JY is going to rip over to the hill. They've got bodies close, though. If Limits finds one, this can get interesting, but Face Punch will find that one as well. So Goonie now going to have to find his way. They're going to try and just fly onto the point. They're going to get there, and he's in the contest spot. This could get mixy now, more.
Oh, Goonie finds a big one. Phoenix gets Zymes as well. They got a second ticket B, and they are just putting bodies on it. The contest comes through, and it's going to come down to Illusion, but he gets picked up. Limits finds Face Punch as well, and that's the B point captured. 6 seconds to spare. Florida Puppeteers. They got an appointment here in like the next 30 minutes or so, man. They won off.
Yeah, I don't know if you are currently watching this and you're still in the playoffs. You need to be hitting up this Florida team and seeing what appointment they have or what reason they have to be so damn icy as they've been tonight. Because whenever it seems like it's in doubt, that is when Florida turns on the God mode and they hit you up. So, an impeccable comeback there. That's really just nuts out of them. So, has one more time with me, T. London have got to find something in the bag here. Well, it's a B push. I like it.
It's
I like
a big bag. It's a deep, deep bag. They just got to keep digging. The Limits is putting a lot of damage down. His teammate does get picked up, but Face Punch and Zymes are able to find a lot of these kills here. Still got to deal with limits and low red, but A push has been good so far. You're going to get those 2 ticks basically for free. And now they're working on that third, but here comes the Puppeteers.
Yep, they're going to snap on it as A point because it's, yep, if we look at it, it's just about capture. That'll be when Florida decides to snap, but they will be too late as this member Knock has been alive and he's found that capture. So A's done, but Limits is in your base behind you now, being as annoying as he possibly can. So we're going to have to see if we can. Zymes has kind of found his way into the hill a little bit, but there are just members a little bit through and on you. So gonna have to find some kills one way or another if you're London, and they're gonna just try and run past. Illusion will get through, but for how long will he stay alive? It's gonna be a 2-piece for him now. He's got a third member in here. He's gonna try and snap on him. The door closed from Illusions again. He's gonna fly out of your snap back in. Phoenix will win that one though.
Oh man, Hidden Illusions putting everything he's got into this game right now, and you got all the Puppeteers surrounding the hill here. They were getting a little bit worried about that one, but you can see they're starting to push out, and I love this play from them because you know you got these players coming in through a wave, so you want to try to cut them off early, just force them back to that spawn. So even if you die, I mean, you can respawn right away. Goonie going for the 2-piece once again. He does get quickly traded out, and now Hidden Illusion is in the hill. Got the rival 9 in his hands. He's going to try to make good use of it. His Limits catches his eye for a moment, but his teammate's able to pick him up as he gets traded out. And now you got all of Florida once again just surrounding the hill.
Yeah, shout out to JY for using the team appropriate skin, by the way. We like that here. It's a little something for the cash, a little something for production. So thank you for that. As they are just holding the clamps down. I mean, Florida looked really good throughout this series, and London's had a lot of answers, just not the final one to put on the page to get yourself any kind of, you know, momentum in this series, it feels like. But they're going to try again now. They got a couple members through. All guns are aimed forward. Knock finds 2. They just got to find JY in the back quickly because there are going to be more members coming. The nade to the wall. What's this going to do to him? Oh, it's going to kill him. Goonie's going to fly forward. Not the Goonie 2-piece. He's going to be running for his life as there's a member on the hill. London look really good right now, T.
Oh, they look great. That's a big 2 kills there, and now Florida is in that weird position where you just got to jump over the wall and hope you don't die. Hidden Illusions chops 1, chops 2. Phoenix is able to get through, and here comes JY as well. They are just jumping in, making it mixy, and London Royale respond, capturing the B point and taking an attacking round as well.
Like we said, that bag, it's deep. It's deep. There's many tricks in it. London found whatever the one was to succeed. I almost think it was just essentially the suicide plan. They were all just seemingly just running out as fast as they could, which, I mean, that kind of is how the Karachi B point eventually becomes. So nice to see it anyway. They put a round up no matter what way you wanted to describe how it looked. And this Duckskin's on the board. They got to find 2 more now, though, to get themselves back in this series.
Okay, that's the start of something big. I can feel it here. It's London Royale. It's going to try to just do a little 2-2 split, but you've got all of Florida towards that B point right now. 1 kill from Zymes is going to slow him down a bit, but 3 players are now getting into some weird positions here. And JY is going to keep that clock stopped at a minute, and he finds Face Punch as well. That's going to loosen that defense just a little bit. Zymes in the back, causing problems here as Hidden Illusion is able to find JY, so that at least keeps him off the point, but you're still in a very weird position.
Did somebody say it's time for a Goonie 2-piece? Here it is. Oh, and there's the second for Goonie. He's going to sit on that point now. The clock is up. Oh, they've got both points being captured. Limits, no stranger to the melee encounter. Gonna get himself in another one as Goonie is self-holding this B point himself. This is a tough kill. He's gonna pull out the Ravicas, shots through the wall, loaded up. He's got 2 ticks on the way. Will he get it? No, there comes the push. He's all alone here, so he's gonna have to pull off many 2-pieces, which if anybody's capable, it's Goonie, but he will go down.
Oh, they never actually capped the A point. All of Florida camping out in there. They all jumped out just a little early. They were very eager to go help Goonie out, who's, I mean, he was literally 1v3ing there for a second, but Nox able to find Phoenix on rotation here. Face Punch finds Limits as well. If they can just remove a couple of those players from their spawn, this could be looking good for London.
It's a big kill, not going to get taken down. They find the other 2 kills, which are massive, and getting yourself the little bit of control that the cafe offers anyway. And we see Florida, they're all checking every corner right now. They got death ball going into the office, kind of one man upstairs. They're going to be keeping their eye out on all these different spots. They're going to chow that office member. A trade is good for Florida. Some shots through for face punch. This is an absolutely massive push that they need to stop if you're London. Stun's going to go by. It's going to get a tick. What kind of timing will this give him? Not very good. Phoenix finds that. Syme's going to get one. He's got to go massive. He's going to find the second. Oh, it gets picked up, though, and this is now a spot where you got to run if you're London.
That's such a big kill out of Hidden Illusions. He can make the offensive team just have to worry about him a little bit. And he's got Knock here to help him as well. Just keeping it contested, staying down. Illusion is found, but the rest of London is here to help out. The trades are ringing out as Phoenix finds 2. They still don't know where Knock is. They just know he's in the hill here, but he does get found by JY, and now the small stack is in, and that should be the B point in the bag. Florida taking another attacking round.
Yeah, and the cruise goes at the end there. So is that Zyme's cruise, I imagine, probably after he would have died? I don't know if anybody else got one, but I love that at a knock there at the end too, right? He stayed so patient holding that front side because you knew that there was going to eventually be some people that coming off the spawn there, right? But just it just went so long, right? So he just had to wait too long, unfortunately, and then ended up getting taken out. So not a horrible round for London. I mean, you know, we get these once in a while, right? On Karachi, especially, I find where it just seems like eventually the offense will find a way into that B point.
Yeah, it just comes down to a couple key kills usually. But you got most of London hanging out around A at the moment. Goonie lets one walk into red, but he doesn't find Zymes either. So that's going to be A pretty much in control of London for the moment. They got one tick here. You got some Puppeteers continuing to circle, but Limits drops the cruise, finds Phoenix, finds Hidden Illusion. And that's going to keep him off the point just for a moment here, but that second tick still comes through.
Yeah, the cruise can kind of be a forgotten item sometimes in Karachi, right? It's a little tough to, I don't know, we've been seeing some on Twitter, right? Some pretty insane cruises recently. I won't be surprised to see somebody wiggle one into that cafe sometime soon, but getting it off. Goonie going to find another 2-piece. They're off to holding this B point now. That was a big kill from Face Punch on that side of the map to give them a bit of stress here now. There's a little bit of panic going on in the back alley right now. Some bodies running into each other.
Oh, Face Punch almost got the shit timing there, but he is able to find that one player. Chow's out for JY. Doesn't quite find him, though. Got Goonie nearby to help him out, but they got to deal with the bulk of London here. JY is keen. He's able to find that. Limits finds Hidden Illusion. And now they're looking pretty good, but Florida is down a couple lives here, and there's a minute 30 to deal with. I think London still has a lot of opportunities to strike this B point.
Yes, they do. I mean, for all those players at home right now, man, talking about, bad COD timing and stuff, you got to make your timing. Right now, in the semifinals, no time like now. 2 kills for London. They've got to find some more right now. Knox got eyes up. It's a good spot for him. What kind of shots is he going to get? Face punches in. There's 2 kills on the board. Limits will find that man in the back, but Panic has probably set in a little bit. And there we go. Zymes is on the backside, finding a kill. Hidden will find another one. They're on the point. This is going to start to churn fast, T.
Oh, it's churning so fast. Illusion removes himself from the equation, though. They got to deal with Goonie on the back door. Zymes tries to hold the front. Now it's all up to Face Punch and Hidden Illusion to try and just keep this pressure here. Let those respawners come through. Face Punch does a lot of damage. He is able to find that kill, but the contest is still just here. You got to deal with Goonie somewhere around the hill. They do get that second tick, though. Face Punch just turns and burns. Is going to get shot by Goonie. That's the 2-piece from Goonie. And not able to find the trade, but the contest is good. In comes Phoenix. There's another trade here, and it's Limits coming out on top. They are repelling them at every angle. JY finding the kills. Goonie finds another one. It's all down to Hidden Illusion. He's next man up, but Florida Puppeteers only have 4 lives, Q.
Yeah. Only 4 lives remaining. You have to make them all count, and if anyone can, it's Florida, I would think. As that's a big kill from JY. Limits in the back now, though. Goonie gonna go down now, too. This is getting very tough. Can't think of this happening without him in a small sense, but Phoenix gonna fly into the melee range, and Zymes will find that one. Gee, we have to look at it now, though. They wouldn't have win on ticks there.
They did not. They won by kills, which could be huge. I mean, honestly, how this has been going, you kind of want the attacking side. It seems a little more favorable so far in this.
Yeah.
We've seen 4 attacking wins in a row.
Those cafe fights have gotten downright diabolical on the map. We'll get confirmation now. We're going to see. We see the switching sides on our screen. We'll go over. Yep, it will be London on the attack. So the attacking team has won each round so far. You have to, again, think about that bag that London owns. They are looking at it one more time. This is your season. This is a round 5 control to start the reverse sweep, you hope, if you're London. They're going to start out on this A side.
There's Hidden Illusion finding the first one on the limits. Face punching crew going to try to walk down the hill, but you got to worry about JY with the 3 to start it off. And look at Florida. They are already pushed up in some power positions, trying to pin these guys back in their spawn. They are not wanting to give up this 3-0.
Yeah, no, Florida already into the, look at these spots. I mean, you got one guy watching the chicken coop exit. You got somebody in the scrapyard. I mean, this is about as imposing as it gets, but you can find some kills if you're London and get out. This is kind of Florida saying, we're not losing on lives this time at the very least, because we're going to make you sweat out this A point. Oh, the turnaround.
Oh, okay.
Let's find that one. They'll trade him out, though. That's big. And they got that guy over in the scrapyard. So I wonder if Knock here just kind of shoots out to that B point. They got 2 members over there. They can maybe get some trouble done. The boys are having troubles, I think, deciding as they're going to find some shots, though. That's a good start. If they find this belt guy, this could be very promising.
This is huge here. And Knock may be able to find a timing on these guys red, but he's going to opt to stop the clock. Maybe spread that defense a little bit. It's all up to number 7 and Face Punch, but as he gets picked up, you got Zyme still nearby. A lot of presence from London towards that B side, but it's going to come down here to Knock. He's got to find this player in the hill, and he's able to do that. A little help from Hidden Illusion, and that's 2 ticks on the board. As the Cruise gets knocked in, Knock is still alive. He's going to have to get one more. He's not able to do it, though, but the rest of the boys are here. And,
they get it? Oh, they got it.
Now it's capped. Now it's capped.
They got it. They got it. They lose that battle over bottom red, unfortunately. That will be Goonie finding that. Face Punch is going to find another kill in mid now. They do not have the live advantage. They will not win this one on kills, I would imagine, as they are down 7 right now. And Goonie not going to find that one, though. Goonie going to get traded. That's some timing. That can be a fight like that that wins you a map. So need to see more. Here's another timing, and Nox going to find it. It's all red so far. We're already down to a 5 live difference. Zyme's getting traded that one. The trades are all going London's way right now, and no one's really set up in this B point yet. Goonie's got to do it.
Goonie to deal with. Setting up shop here. Gets traded out, but Goonie holds strong onto Knock. Zyme's still here, though. Goonie from the top rope finds Zymes. Stops the 3-piece. London only has 8 lives, but they've still got pressure on this B point.
I think I spoke too soon. I think the lives might end up going London's way for some weird reason. It is 10-7. It was much more than that as A was captured. So London has picked up at the right time, contesting for now. Hidden Illusions find one of those back fights. He's got to get the melees going. He's going to beat him up. He's got the gun snap. That'll be Knock finding that. They got to find one more guy now, and it's Goonie, and it's always Goonie. Goonie finds 2. You bet he does before he goes down. Knock is still there, though. These are absolutely critical lives.
Knock is absolutely playing a great spot right now. Trying to spread this out as they expect them to be in that small area. The Cruise gets called but doesn't find anyone. Zymes has got to try to stay alive here. Only 3 lives left. A big 2-piece from Zymes. Only 1 player left in limits. He is able to find that. 2 players to deal with. He's got a little bit of time.
Oh my
but he's got to break into this hill here. Limits has got to try to find an angle in here.
He's not going to get in.
But he's a little too late. Limits with the stutter step. And London take the 3rd map.
London believers, if you're in the chat, I need to hear you now. We were never wrong, just early, baby. London is back. I mean, what way you cut it up or not, it became 4-3 there, and this is sitting on top of a building for 120 seconds possibly, if they choose to do that anyway. I know you don't need to exactly do that, but either way, we're gonna see a bang out at this first hill now.
There we go. JY and Limits in here first. They got a couple members of London to deal with. Actually, all 4 as the pinch comes through, and Hidden Illusion finds the first one, slides in, not able to find Limits, but that's a good 2 dead there from London Royale. Trying to get a lot of this P1 time is the cure to that you know, so P1 holds. So they really need to try to go big here. But that 2-piece from JY is going to slow him down quite a bit. Now you got Goonie to deal with. Face Punch is still holding down a lot of this time. Puts Goonie a little weak, but he's got to read this play from him. Goonie is moving and grooving.
Yeah, and Florida has essentially made this P1 sort of mute, even if they were to make this made it kind of muted tiers. I don't know. I'm on something here. As the 2 kills for London come in, they're gonna get a little bit of a lead, but not really worth that much. But as I say that, it can all be made true here if Face Punch is able to find this, and he's not, unfortunately. So this is gonna get tough. Phoenix finds 2. This will put you in a very tough spot if you're London. But I mean, you kind of knew this was the situation going into it, right? So you gotta hope that their mental isn't shocked just from this alone.
I mean, that's a pretty blue kill feed for quite a while now. I mean, everybody on Florida positive at the moment, just putting lots of damage down. And that first 30 seconds goes by easy breezy. No cover girl, but London is getting pushed off this P2. I mean, they can't even get close. Finally, Zymes breaks the streak of blue and is able to get a trade here. But Knock and the boys are going to have to try to regain here on this P3.
Yeah, and they don't have that P3 secured at all. So this is another break here kind of having to happen. This time it'll be big. That's a huge kill to Knock. Able to find that. There we go. Red kill feed. Exactly what you're looking for if you're London. So nice to see them battle back. They need to get these outside kills probably another wave before they look at really any real good time. I mean, I shouldn't say that. They got a good spot right now. There's guys all over the map. So shots coming through. At least more trades now if you are London. So maybe warming up into this one, and I think if you were Florida, you needed to have that kind of a start, right, to slow at least a little bit of the momentum ball down. But it has been all red on this P3 now, as it's going to find another kill. The Chow comes out from Phoenix. They got 2 men pushing these stairs now. Nice nade comes out to help Zymes with that one, I think. This Chow will come out from Face Punch. That's another good Chow, too. Losing with the sub now will make it as well. So this has been a perfect hill for London to get back in this one.
Wow, I mean, that was such a good hold out of them. They find the 4 dead off the, you know, the couple transition kills, and then just did such a great job of working trades back and forth. This is definitely the London we like to see here, but over on the hill, it's going to come down to Knock and the boys to hold on, and Knock with 2 is going to be able to open this hill up, make it 3 as he finds Goonie, and that's going to be London setting up shop here first, but those quick spawns from Tunnel are going to make it very hard. But Knock is holding strong on a 5 streak. Teammates are there to help him out. The guy is going nuts when it matters most.
Let me see you, London Royale members in the chat. They are giving you everything, battling back into this one. There are ridiculous pitches coming on this hill right now, but Knock is on to 6, trying to make it 7. He'll get it. This man is absolutely crispy on it right now, just trying to find a gun to do the job, and he will. This is 60 seconds on P3, looking at 30 seconds on P4 right now. This has been absolutely excellent out of the London Royale cheese.
London is going massive, or namely, Knock is going massive. 7 to hold that rotation there. Gives his team the lead, and they're going to have a pretty substantial one here. And you've got number 3 already set up. The cruise missile does come in, doesn't find anything, but the info should be good for Face Punch. Hopefully he can find one here. Make good use of this, a little bit of map control he has, but it's a 2v2 on the hill at the moment. Face Punch steps up, but Goonie finds him. Phoenix is able to find Zymes as well. The trade is good onto Phoenix, but whoa, some nice shots from Goonie, just not able to find that last one that mattered. Now Florida has a good potential to tie this up again, Q.
Yeah, and that was a huge nade. 2Ps again from Goonie. What's new? I mean, the guy's just doing the work. I would have liked to see that cruise just hung on to for a little longer. I mean, I can understand it out of Knock, but just it was such a bit, you know, this hill is borderline impossible to break without the cruise. So just unfortunate that how that went down, but nice, you know, was a good attempt at it, because if they were able to get that break there, they would have been running away with it. So like you said, Florida finding almost an entire 60 there. These teams are trading massive holds. We'd love to see that in map 4. What do these teams have as we go to the second rotation?
It's going to be Limits and Goonie finding 2 off this immediate row here. And you got Phoenix getting a little mixy, finding Face Punch off the front. He does get traded out. Zymes is good for JY. And now you've got a little bit of an issue as Limits finds his way into the window room, slides for 3, but not able to get it. And now all of Florida flooding in from that God Stare position. And Face Punching and the boys are doing a great job of just keeping this mixy here. The trades going back and forth. Little team damage from Hidden Illusion, but you'll take it. because that's a big 38 to be holding right now.
Yeah, and they had a little bit of the lead going into that one, so they'll now hopefully get all 30. I mean, they'll have one more guy to kill here in number 6, and I mean, this is big shots from Face Punch if he was able to find that. He was so damn close, but not able to. But they will get all that time at that P1 again, so they'll have a bit more of a cushion than they even did the first time. So all things go the same. You're pretty happy if you're London, but obviously you got another P2 push ahead of you, so I mean, all sails away.
Yeah, it did not look too great for him last time, and you're getting to that point in the hard end of the game where you can't give up those full 60s anymore. Hidden Illusion with a great trade on the Goonie, stops the 2-piece. It's exactly what we need out of London here. Yeah. So they're going to have to try to break in. Limits is able to find Zymes, make that 2 for Limits here, as Phoenix and the boys are just doing so much damage. I mean, just really forcing these guys to take, all these team chow angles, and it's not been working out great so far for London, but that big 2-piece may open it up for them. Got damage on that top player as well. They got to find this player in the corner here. Huge gunfight. Now Hidden Illusion's getting mixy. He's got to push it out. He's got some players around him, though. Nock is able to find JY off the hill. That's a big 20 to be able to hold. Now London's just got to get on rotation here, as all of Florida is now stacking around that P3.
Yeah, that's a big entry kill for Zymes, though. Just to even slow this down, that guy will spawn, somewhat out. Actually, as I say that, that guy spawned right beside them. So that actually did nothing, unfortunately. But they will have to hit the retake now. They were able to kind of do so even on the last one, right? Like, they didn't really get there first that last time on the hill. But they were able to find all the kills instantly as it popped. That won't be the case this time. You got 20 points of leeway. Face Punch will find the first one now. The snap comes in. Goonie's good for that one. All 3 members now on this ticket side. Gotta find a break now if you're London, and even if you do find that break, you gotta be conscious of that next hill. So they're gonna start to snap into action now. Nock's gonna find one. No, he'll get traded out. So his kills from him are huge. He finds 2 big pieces there. This is absolutely massive. You need a little bit of help from your teammate now, and he's gonna find 2 too now. Face Punch. That's gonna be some massive time. 30 seconds still on the board to be taken. Face Punch going absolutely huge on this hill. Gonna have the hop up help from Nock, but these guys are going down. What does the rotation look like? If I'm hidden, I need to get running. We need to get moving over to this. We see those members going through the play park. Zymes is gonna make his way too. This is gonna be a bang out on the barbershop hill, T.
We saw Nock do it before, and now Goonie's got to do it. A lot of red arrows to deal with. He's able to find Zymes. Gonna get a little aggressive here. Finds another one onto Face Punch. 2 members of the Puppeteers in the hill. Illusion is able to find one, though. The chow comes through a little bit close quarters, but Goonie holds strong. And now they're going to be able to snap onto this hill first. But once again, you got a lot of pressure from London. They start to surround the hill. As Face Punch is able to find Limits. He's pushing out those top stairs. This could be huge. That's such a big kill from Zymes. Through the stun. Hidden Illusion finds one as well. But Phoenix with 2. Limits is able to trade it, but Nock with a 2-piece, being the hero he is here in the barbershop.
Down to the last man, and who better than Nock? And I mean, that Zymes is going to get away and get to that new spawn. Is he going to get past the gun again? That player spawns up into P2. That's a massive kill over there. Nock doing his work in Barber. This is looking really good for London. Got the old time and currently have the rotation. They will only need 30-ish seconds, less than 30 seconds to win this, and they've got a few members to go through. This is it. You need this hold. Even Nock is going to leave early. The crew's going to come out away. They want to hold the hold with the crews right now. Yes, coin that term, hold the hold. The crew's gonna come in, not find anything. This is getting kind of scary now, T.
Oh, the Puppeteers. They got to read this back spawn, though. JY able to find one. He's quickly traded out, though. But they were able to take the hill from him. Goonie finds one off the front. The Hidden Illusion is able to make it white, though. You still have Goonie to deal with, but Illusion gets tucked into that corner. He's going to have to read this back ticket player, or else it's going to be all over as the Puppeteers break right back in. And they can win it here, Q. There's enough time.
Yep, there is enough time. That's a big kill from Face Punch. You got to get across here, but believe it or not, the Goonie 2-piece will find a way always. JY got to go right by a member, but that Goonie will find another 2-piece. That is just how it goes, unfortunately. You've got to fly if you're London. This is it. Goonie's on the spot. Not one more, please. There it is. Nock trades him out. The kills go through. That will be enough. Florida going to end this one out 3-1 after a very good Skid Row hardpoint.
Wow, I mean, that is just some good looks out of London here. Able to make it very, very mixy, but you gotta shut down the Goonie 2-piece, and that is the